So I'm going to say something that many of you are going to have a hard time believing. Selling is really hard. Now, it amazes me on a daily basis to how many people that is a news flash. I hear it all the time. Oh, well, I'm kind of dissatisfied with my job, and, well, I've got some pretty good skills, and, well, I've seen what those sales guys do all day, and, I could probably do that. Well, let me tell you something about those sales guys. They've either worked their tails off to the point where it doesn't look like they're working anymore, or they're just not working. And I just don't understand this concept that people think that selling is easy. Think about it. You've got to develop a relationship, often from scratch, with someone you don't know. And then sooner rather than later, you have to ask them for money. Think about that. Go out, it's the holidays. Go out, there are people all over the place. Just pick any one of them. Actually, no, pick 100 of those people that are out there and think about by the end of your interaction, you have to ask them for money. Think about that. And then tell me selling's easy. Getting a little feisty today. But what people don't understand is that there's a lot involved. It's not just the executive sales guy with the fancy company car who's always dressed like he's headed to or from a golf course. Good on that guy, right? I'm glad that he or she, in a lot of cases, has done enough in their career to deserve that, right? But that kind of stuff is not given. And what happens is most people don't see the long hours. Most people don't see the late nights, the weekends, the answering your phone in the middle of the night sometimes because that's what you have to do. And then when you bring that in front of them, they say, oh, well, I don't want to do that. And when you say, yeah, you've got a list of prospects, you need to get on the phone, or you need to send some emails, or you need to do a little research or some homework. Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want a cold call. Oh, okay, well, if you're not going to employ some sort of outbound prospecting strategy, then what are you going to do to get people to find you? What are you going to do to create a reputation for yourself? What are you going to do to establish yourself as an expert? You should write a blog. They're free. Well, I'm not a very good writer. Well, you're not a very good salesperson either. You've got to do something to build some trust, to build some connections, again, with these people who do not know you and you probably don't know. What are you doing with that? That's where you have to start. Later on in your career, you can call upon those relationships, but everybody has to start somewhere. Then, once you get those people on the phone, once you get their attention, you have to find some way to compel them to continue to listen to you. You'd better have some sort of solution to some sort of objective or problem that they have. You've got to either help them solve a problem or reach a goal. And where are you going to find that on the fancy, shiny pieces of paper that your marketing department put for you, created for you? It's not there. A bunch of lists of features and benefits. Those are the raw materials. That's your box of Legos that you get to make something with. It's not just handed to you so you can go drop it or put stamps on it or mass email it or whatever you are probably trying to do right now. You can't just get on a phone with a script and call 1,000 people and hope to make 20 sales out of that. So once you've communicated that value, then what you have to do is deliver the goods. You've got to follow through with your promises. That's way easier said than done because now it's on you. Now that customer has put their trust, their faith, their money with you. What are you going to do with it? You going to golf? You going to the car dealership? You better not be. Because just when you thought all the work was done, now you've got to follow through with your service. You've got to continue to develop that relationship. Selling's easy. Sure. So I want you to reconsider why you're selling. If you thought it was an easy paycheck, then you're wrong. Get out and make room for somebody who wants to serve. Make room for somebody who wants to create solutions and develop solutions to help people solve problems, to help people take the next step. Make room for someone who wants to do the hard work because it's not easy. And if you already know how hard selling is, if you're watching this because you want to continue to be inspired to go out and do great work, then let's dig in. Dig in, make the extra call, do the extra homework, do the extra research, do that prep. Exceed at least one of your customers' expectations today. Go out and be great, because being great is the only thing you ever want to do. And because you know that when you're great, the money and the company cars and the benefits, or whatever the benefits are with your company, are going to come. Because you know you can't be great at selling if you're chasing a dollar. But you know that the dollars come when you're great at selling. Go out there and be the best salesperson you can be today, and then do it again tomorrow. If you like this rant, check out some of the others on my channel. I've got a bunch of them. I've been putting them up for almost a year now. And if you want to hear more from me, you can go to my website. You can subscribe to my free weekly newsletter. It comes out every Sunday morning, and I think that'll help to inspire you too. Until next time, go be great.